I can open the... It's up to you. I can...
No, you're the one that said go check it out, so that's why we're out here.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I thought you were just going to look around it. I didn't think you were going to... I'll open the gate for you, though, so that way you can look inside. That'd be great.
Does it look like blood in here?
Yeah.
You see?
Blood here.
Look it.
You would like to look under the blankets. I don't want you to think I have a dead body.
No, I was just...
I was 24 years old. I lived with my family. My younger brother, my mother, my sister was home, dealing with COVID, the whole house in quarantine. I always came home. That's what my mother told the detective. She said it exactly like that. She always come home, late sometimes, but always. She said, if I text her, even multiple times, she replies. She never turns her phone off. Never. Everyone who knew me said the same things. Happy, easygoing, good heart. Nobody who knew me was surprised I would drive across town to check on someone I cared about. That was just who I was. The thing about that quality, the one where you show up for people, is that it can put you in rooms you shouldn't be in. I showed up. I walked through a door, and the person on the other side of it had already decided what was going to happen.
I need to file a missing person report.
I'm sorry, you're reporting what?
A missing person.
Adult or juvenile?
Adult.
Is this a family member or a friend?
Family member.
What kind of family member?
Sister.
How old is she?
24.
And how long ago did you last talk to her?
No one's heard from her since she went to see her ex-boyfriend last night at 8:30.
I want to see where she sleeps. Is that okay? Yeah. Or she got a room?
We have them because we're both COVID positive.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Does she have COVID too? Yeah. Alexis did?
We don't know. We were waiting for her PCR test.
All right.
Alexis's brother and mother stood quietly in the doorway, watching him work. Then the detective asked the question no family wants to hear in a situation like this.
Does she ever make any sort of statements?
No.
Okay. Does she ever talk about, going somewhere else, living somewhere else, running away?
She always come home. She always come home late, but she is coming home. Every time if I text her, multiple texts, she will reply. She's not gonna, and then she never turn off her cell phone. Never.
Okay.
And the whole day yesterday, she never talked to anyone. That's not her.
Okay.
If they're not gonna talk to me, she's talking to her friends all the time.
Do you know who she hangs out with?
E. Morgan and Ria. They are with us yesterday.
Maria.
Marshall and I had been together for almost 4 years. My family called him my ex-boyfriend. They believed it was over. Marshall didn't see it that way. That gap between how he understood the relationship and how I understood it is the whole shape of what happened. For about a month before I disappeared, someone had been slashing my tires. 4 tires. Multiple times. Starting around Christmas. We reported it. It kept happening. My family knew it was Marshall. Ria had heard him make threats that if we broke up, he was going to kill himself or kill me. I knew who was doing it. I drove to his house anyway. I want to be honest about that. I went because I thought I could talk to him. Because I had been talking to him for almost 4 years and I believed in that. I was wrong about one thing. I was right about everything else I knew about Marshall. He was capable of exactly what he did.
Hi, brother. Marshall?
Yes.
Hi, Officer County. You got a minute? Can I talk to you a minute?
Yeah, let me just go turn off the alarm. I'll be right back.
Marshall didn't deny it. He told the officer Alexis had been with him the night before. Now, the officer needed to know exactly what happened during that visit.
I talked to her throughout the day yesterday. I want to say 6:38 is when she told me that she was outside.
Here?
Yeah. I let her in. We hung out for a couple of hours. She left around 9.
Marshall said Alexis left around 9 p.m. So the officer asked the obvious question. If she left at 9, where did she go?
And then I remember her telling me that she had to go meet with her brother, which is another reason why she had to leave early.
Okay.
So I was like, okay. I honestly thought she went to go smoke with her friend Ria when she left here.
Maria. Oh, Maria.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought she went to go smoke with her because usually she won't tell me, what she's doing until she's already doing it. So I thought she went there, but then when I kept on calling by like 11 and I wasn't getting anything.
Okay.
Alexis and Marshall's relationship had been complicated.
You guys you dating?
Yeah.
How long y'all been together?
Like 3 going on 4 years.
Okay. All right. Did she seem out of sorts when she came over yesterday? Was she her normal self? Whatever that may be?
Yeah. I mean, she came in, we hugged, we kissed, she watched me, do my little heist on GTA, play my game and whatnot. I mean, we watched Family Guy, and it was fine.
No, and you'd have no idea where she may be.
I have no idea where she could be. I was texting her mom, trying to figure out if she got in contact with them.
Yeah, because no one's seemed to be able to get a hold of her or know where she's at.
Marshall appeared cooperative. He offered to show the officer his texts and call history if it could help find Alexis faster. But before leaving, the officer asked him one more time.
I showed you my call log, text message.
You ain't got to strap down in the house like a slave or nothing?
No, I know. No, I know you have to ask because it's a serious situation.
Yeah, exactly.
And I appreciate you trying to make light of it, but no, I do not.
Thank you for your time, Marshall. If you do hear from her, bro,
I will not hesitate.
Drop us a line.
Not hesitate.
I had spent the afternoon with Ria. We sat in her car and talked for about 45 minutes. Around 6 p.m. she dropped me off. I was completely normal. That's what she said afterward. I got into my silver Infiniti. I drove to the Chevron at 6:22. I wore my mask. I paid for the gas. I kept my distance from other people. It was January 2022. That's just what you did. I filled the tank and drove away. On the way to Marshall's house, I sent a message to D'Angelo at 6:36. My car was seen near Marshall's house at 7:13. I parked exactly where I always parked. Then I walked inside. Marshall told investigators I left around 9 p.m. My phone kept pinging until 9:30. I was still inside the house at 9:30. He knew that. He told them 9 p.m. anyway.
Good morning. How you doing? I'm Detective Horn. I'm with the police department. I'm gonna get some info from you guys, and I'm gonna start looking for Alexis.
Ria, the friend, she said she video Skype with Alexis around 6:40.
Okay.
In the in the parking lot, in her car, the video chat around 6:40.
Okay.
And then she's saying that she's going to my older son, to pick up her package. And then when I asked my son, I said, "Did you?"
Where does he live?
In Brentwood.
Okay.
And I said, "Did you meet your sister?" I said, "No, because I told her I already left at the post office."
What happened there?
It's like before December 25. Before December 25. Her tire smashed on the parking lot. A Ford tire.
And that was here?
Yeah, here, parked here. And then we reported downstairs.
Okay.
And I think she reported also in the police station.
Okay.
And then when we changed the tire, Christmas, and then after 2 weeks, it slashed again. It changed 4 times. And recently, like 2 weeks ago, we just changed the tire, and then this has happened.
Okay.
But Detective Horn knows that many times it comes from someone close to the victim, often someone who believes they're being cheated on.
Do you guys know who's her boyfriend?
Well, the one that we know is Marshall.
Marshall
Jones, yeah.
Okay.
And then we just found out yesterday that they split last month.
Okay.
The friend said November, but the other boyfriend said it's December.
That's when the tire slashing started. Was Marshall behind all this?
The friend said Marshall threatening Alexis. If they gonna broke up, he's gonna kill himself or gonna kill Alexis.
Oh, okay. And this is Marshall?
Marshall. Yeah.
Okay.
When Alexis's mother realized her daughter was missing, Marshall was the first person she called.
I called Marshall because I know she's always with Marshall because I thought they were still together. And I called Marshall and she said, yeah, she left at 9 p.m. in our house.
Left his house.
Yeah.
Marshall later said he tried calling Alexis around 11 p.m. that night. But Alexis's mother believed that wasn't true.
And then when we check the calling log, we don't see any call from him around after 9 o'clock. The last time the log in a call log that we found is 8:30 something.
You have access to her phone remotely?
No, just the history.
Okay.
On the because we have a family plan, so we can see the log.
So the last call was to him at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
My cousin found my car, 5 minutes from home, doors unlocked, key on the dashboard. I never left my car that way. My family knew immediately. They opened the trunk. Empty. Investigators found my shattered phone screen 200 yards from the car. My phone case turned up in Antioch. The phone didn't just look broken, it looked destroyed. Like someone made sure it would never send another signal. The last ping came at 9:30 p.m. At 9:34, my car appeared on a camera a few blocks from my home. At 9:39, someone stepped out of it. That person was wearing a hoodie and an N95 mask. That person was holding a phone in one hand. It couldn't have been me. My phone had gone silent 9 minutes earlier. The figure was taller than me, slimmer. Investigators believed it was a man. For the next 2 hours, cameras tracked that person walking, back toward Marshall's house. Every camera in that chain pointed the same direction.
Detective Minister, okay. Are you Alexis's boyfriend? Okay, what's your name?
Marshall.
Marshall? Okay. Yeah, we're still looking for her. Have you heard from her at all? Or?
I have not. I've been trying to call her. I've been texting. My text messages aren't getting delivered. My phone calls are going straight to voicemail.
Gotcha. Okay.
6:38.
Okay. 6:38 p.m. on Wednesday. Okay.
On Wednesday. And that was letting me know that she was outside and to let her in.
Okay. So she came over?
Yeah.
According to the timeline, Alexis arrived at Marshall's house at 6:38 p.m. 8 minutes later, at 6:46 p.m., she sent a message to D'Angelo Hudson, which meant that text had been sent while she was inside Marshall's house.
You know, that she had to go meet her brother after she left, which is why she had to leave kind of early.
Okay.
And so I was asking her, you online? And I was like, okay. And around 11 is when I started texting her, because normally she'll text me and say, like, hey, are you home? Or not, hey, are you home? They'll be like, oh, you know, I'm inside, or I'm...
Marshall then started complaining. He said Alexis's friends were spreading rumors about him.
She's missing, and that just means that she's missing. It doesn't necessarily mean something happened to her, so I'm really trying not to let my mind wander. Her friends have... I'm not going to say they've been putting me under scrutiny, but they're making me feel like I did something and I didn't.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, anytime boyfriend, right?
And that's what I'm saying. You know, everybody handles stress different, you know, and so we just
want to rule everything out, anything weird to happen here. So, you know what I mean? Then we can move on to, hey, let's go look another area and see where she's at, you know?
I understand.
Are you cool if we go inside and look around real quick?
It's not my house, it's my stepdad's, so
right.
I mean, I could call him really fast and see.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
Also, was she making any sort of like statements or anything? She's been feeling depressed lately?
No more or less than usual.
So what is usual?
Usually, you know, she'll just be like, I'm sad, you know, something happened, but not like overly depressed, like, oh, you know, I want to kill myself or not myself or nothing like that. Never like, oh, I'm going to actively plan this out and go do something.
Okay.
So no.
And would you say that this is normal behavior from her, or is this out of the ordinary?
What do you mean?
Has she ever
like where you can't get a hold of her for a couple days and her family can't find her?
Not days. There are times though where she just won't answer the phone.
Okay.
So I mean, for example, there's been times where she's been with Maria, and you know they've gotten drunk at Sarasoni and they fell asleep in the parking lot, and she didn't answer my calls for hours. Or they'll go to a Larry June concert and they'll pass out in the parking lot, you know, or parking garage or something like that.
Okay.
You know, so that's why again, when she didn't answer, I wasn't necessarily too worried because I was like, okay, it's.
She into any sort of illegal drugs or anything that you're worried about, like her health?
Other than her smoking weed, I mean...
Is it more like a recreational thing or like every night kind of thing? Or
It's like an everyday kind of thing.
Okay.
Hey, Dad. Alexis went missing, and the police just want to go through the house really fast just to make sure that everything's fine. Is that okay?
Oh, that's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna close this door. Nothing out of the ordinary. His room is an absolute mess.
But the detective wasn't finished. He wanted to see just how willing Marshall was to clear his name.
Okay. They want to do a forensic download just to make sure that, you know, my phone is where I said it was, i.e. where I said I was.
Eventually, Marshall agreed to hand over his phone.
I have no problem with that. Cool. Dad, I'm gonna do it. I have nothing to hide, man. I want to find Alexis, so I have no problem with that. Like I said, I'll talk to you when we get back to the house.
He then followed the detectives back to the station to sign a consent form for the phone search.
We just want to clarify a few things so we can try and track her down real quick, you know what I mean?
I understand.
Detectives also asked him to stay for a formal interview, but Marshall refused.
But you don't want to talk to us right now?
Nah, like I said, I'm on my lunch. I have to get back.
Where do you work?
IDAX.
IDAX, okay.
Which car do you have there?
The SUV, so if you wanted to go look around, for sure.
Oh, that's your car?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have it with you right now? Your Explorer?
Yeah, that's what I said. If you want to go look around, okay, for sure.
Cool, thanks, man.
Marshall signed the consent form for the phone search, then walked out and headed toward his vehicle.
As I told the other officer, I thought once she left my house, she was going to hang out with Rhea.
But when detectives approached the car, Marshall suddenly hesitated. He started second-guessing the situation.
Wait, do you actually have to search it, or can you just look around? Because it's my dad's car, and
No,
I don't...
I mean, I kind of just want to lift the gate so I can see inside, you know? If that's cool.
Again, it's not my car, it's my dad's, and you have my phone, so I can open the...
It's up to you.
I can...
No, you're the one that said go check it out, so that's why we're out here.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I thought you were just going to look around it. I didn't think you were going to... I'll open the gate for you, though, so that way you can look inside. That'd be great.
With his phone in police custody, he can't hide behind his stepfather anymore.
We went to the drive-in, so tried to get Rumi some water. I mean, you can look in the bag. That's our Philly cheesesteak.
Any of this hers?
No.
Because we would like to collect a DNA sample from her, right? So we have a reference on file. So was she back here?
Yeah. Like, I don't.
So is any of this like?
None of this is her. I don't know.
Would you mind if we like took a blanket to test it? Or?
I would, because yeah.
All right. And does she normally sit up in the front seat?
Yeah.
We're not. You don't want us to look under the blankets or what?
Huh? She would like to look under the blankets. I don't want you to think I have a dead body or anything.
No, I was just because you were being all.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is your stepdad or your real dad?
My stepdad.
Gotcha. All right, cool. You want to hang out here, or are you gonna?
I gotta get back to work.
Okay. All right.
Marshall told investigators I had seemed depressed. Everyone else who knew me said the opposite. He was the only one who described me that way. He told them he hadn't worried much when he couldn't reach me at 11 p.m. because I had passed out in parking lots before. He said that like it was a reasonable explanation. He showed them his call log, his texts. He agreed to hand over his phone. He said, "I have nothing to hide." Then, when detectives approached his stepfather's car and mentioned they wanted to look inside, he hesitated. He said, "Wait, do you actually have to search it?" He said, "I thought you were just going to look around." He said, "I don't want you to think I have a dead body." He said those exact words, unprompted, in a conversation about searching a car. "I don't want you to think I have a dead body." The detective kept his face neutral. He had been doing this long enough to know that people who are innocent don't say that.
Meanwhile, another name started drawing attention. Leslie Clark, Marshall's stepfather, the same man who had discouraged Marshall from cooperating. So early the next morning, 2 officers returned to the house to speak with them.
Marshall had said that you were here when Alexis was here on Wednesday night?
When I get home, I usually get home between 6 and 6:30.
Okay.
And I'll go to the gym.
If Leslie's timeline was correct, he would have arrived home around the same time Alexis showed up that evening. But he didn't remember seeing her there at all.
Did you see Alexis here on the 26th?
Be honest with you, I come, if she's here, she's here, she's not, when I see her, I don't.
You don't recall seeing her car here?
No, I do not.
Okay.
No, I didn't see her there that night. No Wednesday.
Okay.
Just when she generally parks at.
How's Marshall holding up with all this?
He's upset.
No, for sure.
I mean, just now finding out that his girlfriend's coming up missing. I mean, I found out yesterday with the note coming in, a flyer.
Oh yeah.
Flyer and stuff. Saying that she's missing. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Actually, he said he was talking to some inspectors yesterday.
Yeah, our detectives stopped by because they were looking at the video cameras in the neighborhood.
Right, like right there.
Yeah.
For example.
It just sucks. Theirs doesn't really. It's weird how it picks up things. So.
A couple of my neighbors and stuff got cameras down the street. I mean, you should ask them.
For sure.
No camera surveillance on your house or inside your house?
Unfortunately, I never got around to it. I wish I did. I just now started putting cameras around here because now I'm kind of like spooked.
Yeah.
I don't know Alexis' parents. When they come over, I mean, they pretty much on their own, dude.
He knew they were coming. He had been collecting the business cards of every officer who knocked on his neighbors' doors, looking for cameras. He had notes about significant dates written on paper near the cards. He had already contacted an attorney. He had already moved out of the house. And before he left, he cleaned. The shower curtain was gone. 6 empty bottles of laundry detergent in the trash. Bleach smelled throughout the house. A small red spot on the laundry room floor that detectives crouched down to photograph. More spots in the bedroom. Could be paint, one officer said. Could also be blood. He had tried. He had been thorough. He had not been thorough enough. There is always something left. He just needed more time to find it. That's why he bought the black light.
On Wednesday?
Yeah.
And you didn't conversate with her that day?
No. I very rarely, to be honest with you, I very rarely do. When I do see her, she's in the kitchen cooking.
Is she a good cook? I mean,
she's a hell of a cook. She's not a good cook. She's a hell of a cook.
How often does she come here? A lot or rarely? Do you know?
Well, from what I know, when they're together, let's say between 5 to 6 times a week.
Okay, so quite often,
yeah.
Essentially. And then obviously she lives in Oakley. Okay.
What was she like as just an everyday person? Like,
she's
good?
Sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just a good young lady. I mean,
yeah, I've talked to her before. Is she local or does she?
She's in Antioch.
She's in Antioch. Okay.
She's in Antioch.
Number one, I'm going to be honest with you. My brother's always been a little shit. He's always been and he will tell you that he's. I'm the older sister, and between my brother and my mom, they have always been shits to me out my entire life. This is the reason why I live.
Unlike the rest of the family, Ariana didn't show the same loyalty toward Marshall. She wasn't willing to shield him in the way their parents had.
He called me and asked me if I knew where to purchase a black light. I told him no. He asked me if I could look it up for him. And this is normal protocol for him.
That happened just one day after Alexis went missing.
Between us both, I'm the only one who has Amazon Prime. I have purchased things for him in the past on Amazon, watches, jewelry, or whatever. So I swear to God, I didn't think anything of it. So he asked me if I could have it sent to my house. I did. Didn't think anything of it. I thought that's an awful long way to travel for black light. He told me that he was going to Vegas and he wanted to check out, on those little hotel shows where you can turn it on and see all the fluid.
The day after I disappeared, Marshall called his sister Ariana. He asked if she knew where to buy a black light. She didn't. He asked her to look it up and order it to her house on her Amazon Prime. She did. She said she didn't think anything of it at the time. He told her he was going to Vegas and wanted to check hotel rooms for fluids. She ordered it. When he came to pick it up, something felt wrong about him. He was supposed to go to their mother's karaoke party. It took a long time getting there. Ariana believes that's when he wrote the map, a handwritten route from his house to a nearby park. Not something you'd find on Google Maps. Precise, specific, the kind of directions you write when you need to get somewhere without leaving a digital trail. He left it behind when he left her house. He forgot about the map. That was his first mistake after the cleanup. When Ariana saw the missing person flyer for me, she understood immediately what she had helped him do. She told him to leave. She told her mother he could not come back. She told investigators everything. She said, "I have no regrets." She was the only one in that family who said that.
I think he came here, drove there, and wrote the directions because from how it looks, it's not something that you would find on Google Maps. Like, it's very precise. No, I didn't drive up there. No, I don't know what's up there exactly. I have my suspicions. And so he gets here, and he's still off, but worse. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. He was supposed to go back home Saturday. He was supposed to go back home Sunday. While he was here, that's when I saw the first flyer for Alexis. And I'm like, bro, what the is this? And that's when I started putting the pieces together, what could be. And I said, listen, I said, you had me buy you. Like, are you a idiot? I said, my fiance, everything he has is tied to this house. I have a kid. Are you a idiot? I don't have any regrets. I said, get your shit. Tomorrow you gotta be gone. I want nothing to do with this. In the process of me looking for my AirPods, I was flipping up couch cushions and shit. And as you saw, I have decorative pillows. I always put decorative pillows here. And his gun was underneath my decorative pillows. And I probably should have said things that I shouldn't have said. I told him, I said, listen, I made it abundantly clear. I have one rule for you, just like I had one rule for your mom when she came here. You guys don't like to follow other people's rules in their houses. My son gets hurt or implicated in any of this bullshit that you may or may not have done. That's your very glazed over. Yeah, I hear you. Whatever. He left the next morning. I made it clear to my mom that he could not come back. Under no uncertain terms could he come back to my house.
So do you think he went to Vegas?
No. No.
You know he disappeared off the map, right? For us. So we're not sure where he's at right now.
Okay. I believe this is the number that he's using. If you guys want to take it, that's fine. I do want to make, since my attorney is not here, I really want to make it abundantly clear. I am not willing to testify to anything.
Yeah, we're not asking you to.
Okay.
Your mom and Marshall are close, right?
Yes.
And
but my mom isn't. I hope my mom is not an idiot and actually knows where he is.
Okay.
I pray that my mom is not an idiot. However, my mother does not listen to me.
Yeah.
And I think you can see I'm probably the more rational amongst us all.
Yeah.
Which is really unfortunate.
He stopped using his credit cards. He stopped using his original phone. He moved to a new phone. His sister eventually gave investigators the number. He stopped answering calls from detectives after picking up his phone from the data download. He moved out of the house. He stayed with his sister for a few days. Then his mother for a short time. Then he disappeared. No activity, no trail. He was doing everything right. The real plan had never been on the phone. It had been on that paper, the handwritten map, the old-fashioned route that left no digital footprint. But he forgot the map. And he forgot that airports have cameras even when everyone is masked. February 2nd, 5:30 inches the morning. Hours after the search of his house, he boarded a flight. He went to Kent, Washington, and he waited.
Oakley and Antioch Police, search warrant, come to the door. That's okay. Let's open the door for me. Thank you.
Alright, ma'am,
Step out, please.
Autistic daughter would sleep upstairs.
I understand.
Is she okay up there?
She's okay.
Are you able to wake her up and bring her out here for a minute while we service this warrant?
I'm not actually. Let me see what I can do.
Please.
Anybody else inside?
No.
Anybody else in the house, ma'am? Any dogs or persons?
No.
Police searched the house. Marshall wasn't there. After clearing the home, detectives sat down with his mother, Alicia. They had more than one reason to be there.
Part of the search warrant is to grab your DNA. Okay?
Okay.
Remember the phone detectives discovered near Alexis's abandoned car? Forensic teams had managed to extract a small amount of unknown DNA from the broken screen. Investigators believed it could belong to Marshall, but they didn't have his DNA for comparison, so they went after the next closest option, his mother. It took detectives nearly 2.5 months to secure the warrant for that sample.
She's pretty chatty. She's pretty chatty. I would think about even just thinking about interviewing her straight. What do you know about Alexis' disappearance?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, if she's talking like this, and if she says no, nothing.
So they sat down with her for an interview.
So we're obviously here for a reason, and there's a couple of reasons. And let's go ahead and knock that out so we can get. We're here for Marshall's phone. So we know it's here, but we don't want to tear your house apart too much and ruin a bunch of crap. So if you could direct us to it, so we don't have to like mess anything up. Like where's the phone?
It's upstairs in my closet in the green Hawaiian shirt.
Detectives believed if anyone knew where Marshall might be, it would be his mother.
So, he's obviously not here, so do you know where Marshall is?
Hand to God, I do not know.
Okay.
I do not know. I've intentionally told him, do not tell me where you are. For just this situation, I don't want to know.
So you're distancing yourself?
Oh, God, no, not at all.
Okay.
She insisted she didn't know where he was, but investigators believed she might know something that could help them find him.
What do you know?
I know that the two of them had a solid relationship. I mean, for Valentine's Day, he wanted to get her an edible arrangement, but couldn't afford it. And so he went and got the chocolate, all of the stuff. And me, him, and his older sister were at my old house a couple of years ago. And we built her an edible arrangement.
I like that.
I mean, that's the kind of guy he is.
What about like her disappearance? Do you know anything about that?
I don't know anything about it. I wish I did. I really wish I did.
We're wondering Marshall's behavior because he was the last person that was with her. Mm-hmm. He himself confirmed it, right? So we're thinking, why have you not been in contact with us? Why the lawyer? Why all this stuff? We want him to be able to tell us, just level with us, like humans, right? So,
well, like you guys know why the lawyer. I mean, he's a black man in America. Come on.
I don't subscribe to that. I don't think that that's the case, right? Like,
I understand.
If it was anybody.
I mean, I'm just gonna be straight up with you. Do you think Marshall had anything to do with this?
God, no.
Even if there's evidence that would suggest that he has something to do with it?
You guys would have to prove it beyond a reason.
Obviously.
But sitting here right now, I mean, I know it's easy for the mom to say that, but I have not seen Marshall get angry and upset to the point of punching walls or anything like that, because again, he's been taught to walk away. Before it gets heated, walk away. And that's all in alignment with, like I said, how I've
how I've raised him. No, you walk away before the argument gets heated.
Right.
So it doesn't go too far.
My brother did say that he's not willing to go in, like under no uncertain terms. He will eat his gun first. Not willing to do it. He will eat his gun or have you guys kill him. He's not.
My mother sat in a quarantine house and gave investigators everything she knew. Marshall's mother told investigators she intentionally kept herself uninformed. Those two responses are the whole story of what kind of person each of us was dealing with. They found him on the 1st of June 2022, 5 months after I walked into his house. He came out holding a knife. He rushed toward the officers. They fired. Detective Horn ran in and tried to save him. He performed CPR. He asked Marshall to say anything that could help find me. Marshall died at the scene. He never said where I was. He never said what happened. He never said anything that would have helped my family find me sooner. Even at the end, when it was over, he gave nothing. The DNA from my broken phone screen matched him perfectly. They confirmed it after he died. The DNA that investigators had been collecting and comparing for 2.5 months. My DNA on the screen, his DNA touching mine, that was the confirmation. That was the proof. Marshall Curtis Jones was the last person to touch my phone. He was the last person to see me alive. He cleaned the house so carefully. He planned so precisely. He was still caught. Almost 10 months after I walked into his house, someone found me. A metal detector in Amador County, 30 to 40 minutes from where Marshall's handwritten map had pointed. Dental records confirmed it. The remains were mine. He had dismembered me. Investigators believe he strangled me first. I want my family to know that I want them to have that truth. Not because it makes it easier, but because not knowing is his own kind of wound that never closes. They waited 10 months. My mother waited in a quarantine house while detectives worked. My brother, who was getting ready for school the morning I didn't come home, waited. My father, who started searching the day the family realized I was gone, waited. They all waited. And then they had an answer. It wasn't the one they hoped for, but it was the truth. And the truth is the only thing that can still be given when everything else is gone. I stopped at the Chevron at 6:22. I wore my mask. I kept my distance from other people at the counter. I paid for my gas and walked back out. I had somewhere to be. I was being responsible. I was being careful. Those were the things I was doing in the last footage that exists of me. A 4-year-old woman in a mask at a gas station, following the rules of the world she was living in. Then I drove to a house I had been to 100 times, parked where I always parked, walked inside. Marshall had been told it was over. He had decided it wasn't. He had been slashing my tires for a month. He had made threats my friends heard. I went anyway. Not because I was naive, because I believed in the version of him I had known for 4 years. That version didn't walk me out of the house. He spent months after trying to make sure no one found out what the real version did. He bought a black light. He wrote a map on paper. He stopped using his cards and his phone. He boarded a plane at 5:30 inches the morning. He did all of that. And still my family found me. That's the thing about the people who love you. They don't stop. Even when the person responsible does everything right. They don't stop. I always came home. That's what my mother said. She always come home. I want her to know she was right about that. I was trying to.
Alexis Gabe was 24 years old. She wore a mask at the gas station. She followed the rules. She drove to a house she had been to 100 times because she believed in doing things the right way, even the hard things. Marshall spent 5 months trying to outrun what he did. He cleaned the house. He bought a black light. He wrote directions on paper so there was no digital trail. He had a plan for everything except the map he forgot to take with him, and the DNA on a broken phone screen, and a sister who told the truth. Alexis's family waited 10 months for an answer. They got the truth. Sometimes that's the only thing left that can still be recovered. If this case moved you, if you're here for stories told the way they actually happened, from the inside, 5, built from the real evidence, hit subscribe and leave a like. Every episode on this channel is built the same way. Primary sources, real documents. 5, the story the way it unfolded. I want to know one thing from you in the comments. Marshall had been slashing Alexis's tires for a month. Her friends had heard him make direct threats. She knew all of that, and she went to his house anyway. What does it take to change someone's mind when they've decided the person they love is still reachable? Drop your answer below. New episode coming soon. Don't miss it.